Okay, also D7, a short one. Do we have late in the evening? Okay. Mushrooms. Mumble, mumble. Love's fire burns forever. What's the matter? You can tell me, weirdly handsome dude. You look like you've been places. Sure, things are peaceful in the old village, but it's a jungle out there in the world. That's why I stick around here, checking out the scene, making sure no strangers put the moves on Miss Ivy. Wait, I mean, that's why I make sure no strangers come in from outside to disturb the peace. Ivy?
Ah?
You forgot the Miss. Always at the Miss. Nee, Mrs. is it. Mrs. Ivy is the poster girl for the East Wind General Store. There's no problem if you wanna talk to Mrs. Ivy. Just keep the knave. I just moved here and won't somebody show me around act to a minimum. Not that anyone could be as young, guyish, or fashionist as me.
Ah.
By the way, big question for you, big guy. What kind of present do you think would make Mrs. Ivy at East Wind happy? I'm not asking for me, you understand? A friend of a friend wanted advice, and I'm having a tough time with the answer. Obviously, I can't just go ask her directly. Let me know if you think of something. Money spiller. As I've said multiple times now, I can't admit 3 customers at present.
Oh.
What do you mean? We took the trouble to come here, and now you're saying we can't get in? But I wanted to see Cece's new stuff. It's not every day a mega famous fashion designer with new material. Yeah, everything I heard said this was some of Cece's best work. I'm so sorry, but we only have one entry ticket remaining. One ticket? So you think one person could go in?
Oh.
Hey, come on now. We can't let just one of us get a head start. Sure, I know that. It was just a joke. Oh well, maybe if we come back later, they have room for all of us.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not like this is the only clothing place in the village. What do you say we kill some time at the dye shop? Oh, or we could check out the pasture. Speaking of which, I've heard that a little ways up the road from the pasture is a laboratory specializing in ancient stuff.
Ah.
Since we got all dolled up, we may as well hit the town and see it all. Thank goodness they gave up. Oh my, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you also a tourist who's come to see my sisters? I mean, the new line of CC products? Long as it's just you, you're free to go into the shop. CC herself is in there right now, in fact. Nothing you see is for sale. It's only an exhibition right now. Sorry to disappoint. Dentist Clothing Boutique. Do we have something to destroy here? Fashionable personnel only. Okay.
No.
Another practically perfect masterpiece. It's an exemplar of the form from every angle. This is the sort of thing on which I've built my name and reputation as a world-renowned Cece. Oh, pardon me. Are you an admirer here to meet the incomparable Cece? I must say, you don't seem to show any sort of interest in fashion. Welcome to Ventus Clothing, the only boutique in the world which carries the Cece brand. And if you weren't aware, you stand before the very woman who changed this fusty old village into the birthplace of nouveau fashion. As proof, I present to you this. The CC hat, the newest and most magnificent work by yours truly, CC. Do you see that luxurious curve? Do you note my, wouldn't you call it the pinnacle of perfection? This piece is so special that I dare not assign a price to it. It's not for sale. I shall only part with it when I find someone truly worthy of owning it. Only the most impressive fashionista in Hyrule Trendy's village is worthy of such a crown. What's all this about Hyrule's trendiest village? I don't remember approving any new slogans for Hatino. Oh, look who's here. What can I do for you? Oh, estimate Major Reedy? I'm really sorry. I tried to stop him from coming in like you asked, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. Cece, you have got to quit littering the village with your weird art pieces. Maybe you don't realize, but plants need their sleep too. Those eyesores are so bright at night that they're keeping the veggies awake. It's a real problem for the crops. Athena's foundation is its produce. What are we going to do if it fails? Now, dear, there's no need to get so worked up. I think some of the people here actually like her art, you know? Wouldn't it be better to hear her out? Don't fall for her line of twaddle. She's got everyone in Hateno wrapped around her finger already. My duty is to look after the village, and that's what I mean to do. Looking after the village, you say? Who do you suppose you have to thank for Hateno's rejuvenation? It didn't need rejuvenating. Hateno village is a peaceful place where folks live quiet lives, and that's the way they like it. Do they? Then let us leave the matter to the people to decide. My avant-garde approach versus this Mayor's quaint bygone ways. The citizens will decide which outlook will drive the future of the village by holding a mayoral election. You're calling for a mayoral election? Sure, suits me. I win that pretty easy. Sophie, I dedicate the management of the mayoral election to you. What? Come on, Claudia. I don't feel like sticking around here any longer. It's time we headed back home. Oh, you again. I've got a long to-do list in preparation for the mayoral election, and the sooner I get started, the better. The answer should go without saying, but you are, of course, a CC voter, a Reedy voter, undecided. Oh, if you haven't yet sworn in your lot with either candidate, then welcome to Team CC. That said is that I trust. It's plain for all to see that I'm a shoo-in for the next mayor. Or so one would think. Yet there are stragglers in this village still supporting Reedy. They need a mental makeover. Brainwashing. And so, I have a fabulous plan to give out mushrooms to really support us. Mushrooms are synonymous with the Cece brand. Fungal fashion is the Cece way. The mushrooms I give them will paint them inside and out with fresh, vibrant Cece brand colors. Awful. Sophie and I must mind the shop. Where will we find someone we can trust to carry out this vital task? Oh, so eager to get started on my little errand already. You need these then. Okay. These mushrooms are for the villagers' really supporters. It's easy to recognize them by how unstylish they are. My supporters are all expert fashionistas dressed to the nines in CC. This should go without saying, but don't give one to anyone in Reedy's family. There's also no need to give them to children, travelers, or any temporary residents like the Shika researchers. That leaves us with, unless I miss my guess, a total of 8 Reedy supporters. Your mission is simple. Give a single Hylian shroom to each of those 8 misguided voters. Well, off you go. She saddled me with so much work when she put me in charge of the mayoral election. Sir, I feel like I should apologize for dragging you into this mess I found myself in. But since we are both involved now, could you give me a little advice? Sure. I should have expected that. The thing I need your advice on is my sister. It's about Cece. Lately, she's been sneaking off alone in the middle of the night. I don't think it's anything sinister, but the election is soon, and I don't want any last-minute surprises to hurt her chances. So, I'd like you to tell my sister, find out where she's going and what she's up to, and get back to me. I've tried following her myself, but she spotted me right away. I really got an earful about it too. If you succeed in finding out what she's doing, I can reward you, of course. You are the only one I can ask for help. I don't want any of the villagers finding out until I know what's going on. Help me out, please. Okay. That is Cece. Welcome to Artino Village. Here for some sightseeing. The East Wind General Store is open for business. If you're here for Artino Village's famous fresh produce, you're at the right place. Or you like the super cute Cece hat. You can hit the store across the way, Dentist Clothing. We're featuring a new line of hats right now. Thanks to Cece, this village is a place to be. She's drawing in so many tourists that our sales are going up too. Cece's putting our village on the map. What do you like? Oh, I'm not sure. What kind of question is that? But he's still looking at me, so I should say something. Maybe frogs? Sure, why not? I like frogs. I had 100 hot-footed frogs. I would be incredibly happy. 100. Oops. I couldn't think of anything, so I just told him what my dad likes instead. Many Spieler. Ivy. Okay, children not. Better tourists. Are you another traveler here to see Cece? Our village gets more famous all the time. I'd better be getting back home. My husband worries about me if I stay out too late. Is this your first time here? Then welcome to Athena Village, otherwise known as Fashion Center. Whenever I start chatting with Nikki, I lose all sense of time. My family runs a general store. If you want to buy something, it's my husband you should be talking to. Okay. That is also a shroom head. Whenever I started, okay. Someday. A second store. Look, welcome to Kochi Dye Shop. Right, so you're a new customer, I think.
Oh,
Well, I don't do the dyeing around here. You want my hubby for that. Or this activity is getting to be a problem. I mean, I'm grateful to Cece that our shop has taken off like this, but every day is so exhausting now. If you were looking to add some color to your wardrobe, you found the right place. You do. Mhm. Welcome to Kochi Dye Shop, where we live to dye. If you have any dye ingredients, it's 20 rupees to dye an item. That includes our service charge, of course. Let's get going and dye your getup too. Oh, Howie, that's a lovely paraglider you've got there. Nowadays, not only do we dye clothes, we also offer a fabric rework service. Bring me some fabric and I can rework your paraglider with flying colors. You may be a first-time customer, but that's fine. We have a special introduction to our new service. For folks like you. Ta-da! Your very own introductory fabric. Cece fabric. Tough fabric bearing a Cece brand design. Looks like it could be used to make a paraglider. Have you dropped by Ventus Clothing at the village entrance yet? Cece, the famous designer who runs the place now, looked up the cutting-edge design on this fabric. Every region has its own unique fabric designs. Keep an eye out for them wherever you go. Think of me if you find some new fabric, won't you? We can rework your paraglider with it for you to fly the skies in style. Dyeing clothes to the color of your choice or reworking paragliders with some new clothes. Either way, I take just 20 rupees. No. Come around again. Every day is a good day to dye. Peterin.
ah,
Welcome. Are you a traveler? Yeah, I am. Oh yeah, you got good taste if you wandered here to Hatino village. Our shop is all about style. Everyone who's interested in fashion comes here all the time. And we don't just dye clothes, we can do stuff with other fabrics too. My dad can tell you all about it. He's got really good taste. So you recognize him as soon as you see him. Hmm. No one here. Oh.